Fire, fire, fire,
Greetings, fellow earthlings. I hope you all are having a beautiful day today. I finished my vision board. So, yeah, we about to go over what's on here and why it's on here. I know y'all see me looking all bad and stuff. And yes, it's a whole new day. All right, so starting off with Oprah. I have her on here because a wise man once told me that before Oprah, there was no Oprah. And I actually have that written right here. I can't tell if y'all could see or not. If y'all could read the writing on here, I don't think you can. So I'll just go ahead and read everything that's on here. And so it does say before Oprah, there was no Oprah. And that's true. Before she became the person that she was, before she believed in herself and made her name, there was no her. And I mean, I don't know, that just really resonated with me. And also just like self-identity, like you got to stay true to yourself because there is no one like you, like no one like you. So you always have to stay true to yourself, and it's up to you how big of a name you create for yourself, to be known like Oprah, for there to be only one you that's making an impact all around the world. But either way it goes, there's still only one you, so what impact is that going to be? So that's why she's on here. And then I have Live Life Without Pain. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, live life without pain. Like, what we don't realize, or a lot of people don't realize, is we bring all our pain to ourselves. And I've mentioned this in a few other videos, that everything that we go through, we bring to ourselves, whether that's positive or negative. And all the pain and emotional ache that we feel, that specifically, we bring to ourselves, and we are the reason we are experiencing that. Like, everything starts off with your thoughts, and you're literally reliving something that you went through, or something that happened, or a reaction that you may have had. You're reliving that when you're in pain or sorrow. So yeah, I have Life Without Pain. And then I have Connect to Your Soul, and I have it spelled SOL. To me, that's important, and something that people should pick up when I use that. It's not a typo, but soul is sun in Spanish. And I have said it a few times also, but I haven't really emphasized that the sun is the soul, the light of the universe. I mean, to me, some stuff just makes so much sense that I almost relay it like it should be common knowledge. But then I have to realize, like, not everybody makes these connections, and not everything clicks for everybody like it does for me. So when I say, like, the soul is the sun, number one, I think there's a lot of connection in language, and I think there's a lot of connection in language that we don't actually put together, like how words are related, like soul, and then in Spanish, soul is sun. I don't think that that's a coincidence. Well, it's not a coincidence. And there's connection in different languages, and that's why I feel like it's so beneficial to be bilingual and to know many languages, because that just gives you more knowledge, and you can make those connections. If we could connect everything together, we got it. We got everything, but we just can't do that. But anyways, connect to your soul. Your soul is the sun. Your soul in your body is the sun of your being. The sun of the universe is the soul of the universe. And then if you are into astronomy, you know that the planets align with the chakras and things of that nature. So I have connect to the soul, and then I have some mountains right here because I really like to hike, and I have sunflowers everywhere because I really love sunflowers. There is no end, never settle. So to me, that just means like there is no end. I mean, I feel like that's just self-explanatory. There's no end. There's no end to the life that we live, our soul being. There is no end. There is no end in accomplishments and goals. Like, we always are looking to achieve the next thing. At least that's what you should be doing. So there is no end. Never settle. Never feel like you've reached your goal. I mean, you can feel like you've reached your goal, yes, but never let that be it. Like, don't ever feel like, all right, this is it. This is the end of my journey. I've completed my purpose. I'm cool. Like, it doesn't work like that. You always need to be shooting for more because there's always more you can get. You feel me? And then I have it's up to me because it's up to me. Literally, everything is up to me. It's what I do with the work, or what work I put in, what I do, me, what I let affect me, what I let influence me, what I let motivate me. It's all up to me. What I let negatively impact my life, everything is up to me. All right, next. I'm just kind of jumping all over. Here I have, you always have everything you need, because at any point in life, you always have the resources for what you need to get what you want. At any point, you either materially have what you need, or you have the ability to think about what you want or need and what you want to manifest. And that thought is really powerful and strong. So don't strongful. I was about to say strongful. Very powerful and strong. So don't doubt the ability, or don't doubt the power of thought. Or you have the drive to do what you need. Like, you always have what you need, whether it's the resources, the material things, the intellect, whatever it is, you always have it. You always do. The ability to get it. You always got it. All right. Make your life lighter and not brighter. That was just cute. I don't know. Let me think. Obviously, I cut the word that was right here out because it wasn't life, but I included life because we should make our life lighter and brighter. Lighter as in illuminated, light, and then lighter as in weight and load. Both of those things are very meaningful. And then brighter, that explains itself. I think that shit said toasts or something. You know what? It did say toast. I think it was the alcohol ad. Okay, moving on. I got beauty here because we all are beautiful. We should all embody our beauty at all times. Then I have positivity. Just a reminder, always be positive. Y'all know how that go. I have a $sign and then add, don't subtract. We trying to collect the coin, not give it away. I mean, yeah, we trying to give it away because it's a cycle, But we trying to add to our success and add to our wealth, not subtract from it. That's a better way to put it. Right here, your spiritual path is most times a solo flight. That's pretty self-explanatory. I cannot tell you how many times I've tried to get across my point of spirituality or my beliefs or my ideology to other people, and that shit just did not work well, or people just don't understand where I'm coming from, like my way of life, my way of living. People just don't get it sometimes, and I find myself alone a lot of the times, doing shit by myself because no one just quite understands me and all of me and my spiritual journey and what it is I'm here to do. So in that, it's a solo flight. Like sometimes you got to be by yourself. And actually one of my spiritual mentors told me, like, I can put you up on game, I can give you this knowledge, but I want you to know that once I give it to you, you're going to experience a lot of life by yourself. And I didn't quite understand what he meant at the time. Like, I can understand, okay, you're going to be by yourself, but now I get it. Like, people just don't get it. So a lot of the times you thinking on your own, or you living on your own, because like you can't deal with outside energy because people don't get their effect that they have on themselves and other people. And sometimes you gotta rock solo. So I've learned that on this spiritual journey. And it was really fun, like cutting out the magazine little phrases that had nothing to do with what I was about to make it. And this, obviously, solo flight had nothing to do with spirituality. But I don't even remember what it was. I'm sure the airline, maybe. I don't know. All right, next. Growth takes baby steps. We are an instant gratification type of society, and we look for answers and fulfillment now, and we want to be able to do everything now. And if it doesn't happen now, then we think it's not happening. But another wise man also told me that when you're in the process of growth, or you're watching growth, it doesn't happen. You plant a seed and the next day you have a whole flower. It don't ever work like that. It's you plant a seed, you nurture it, you let it run its course, and then over time, it becomes a flower. I'm always diverting shit back to a flower. You just gonna have to let that happen and just rock with it, because that's the best explanation of things, you know? So, yeah, just growth, you have to do it in baby steps, and not everything happens at once. And, yeah, not everything happens at once, and that's something that I really need to know, because I'm always looking for shit to happen now, and if it doesn't happen now, then I think it's not working. And what I don't realize is what I'm doing now is putting in the work for it to, you know, come about, and it's gonna come in time when it's ready to grow and show itself. But yeah, I have that on there to remind me of that. Then I have superstar, because I'm a motherfucking superstar. And then I have green therapy, and then I drew, this is supposed to be my weed plant. It's not so great. So I have a weed plant right here. And then I got some actual plants. They're not real, but you know, they 3D. Build. You always want to build. Build yourself, build your mind, build your body, build everything. Build. You know? And I have more greenery right here because I just love plants and green and what they mean. And speaking of colors, all of my board is color coded in like crystal colors and color motivation. And what I mean by that is someone that I follow, Dolo the Pilot Man, he's fucking left as fuck. It's hilarious. He's crazy, he's ratchet, but he's on some elevated knowledge type shit, and I watch him pretty often. And he was talking about the different crystal colors and what they mean, and the intention of colors, and so to always match colors with what you're trying to do. And so my entire board is color oriented. So let me just go through that really quick. Got my handy dandy book. Okay, so everything that's green, and so green as a color and as a crystal is growth, and manifest. There's a lot more, but I was just trying to write down as he was talking, and that nigga just be talking. So green is growth and manifest. Orange is your performance, creative spirit. Orange can also be used with candles. Yeah, orange is just to tap into that left brain. Purple is death, but death in a good way, like death of bad habits and death of a chapter entering a new chapter, if that makes sense. So it's death, empowerment, royalty, and transformation. That's purple. And then pink is harmonious transformation. Because purple, clearly with the death, is not so harmonious. But it's empowerment. Like, you got to go through something to experience empowerment and, royalty. Obviously, you're royal for a reason. So, yeah. And then clear and diamonds is clarity and transparent. Yellow is happiness and being in a state of already decisive. So in the sense of a crystal, yellow you want to use when you already have made a decision. You're not necessarily looking for energy to make your decision for you. It's already made and you want to put more light into your decision that you made. Brown is stability, foundation, root, like earth, Blue is full understanding, deep communication. Black is very absorbent, spirit trapping. And then those are all the colors that I got. But these relate on a more deep level. But I try to coordinate my colors with this, just because colors don't have to always be in crystals. Just the color itself means something. And I feel like I'm pretty sure that these colors like have to do with the aura and the colors of, I feel like everything that's colored has a meaning of some sort. So yeah. It's like everybody always want to call me while I'm recording. Like, come on. I guess I'm always recording though. Anyways. All right, so that's the color coding. And I was here at my greenery. So yes, I have a lot of green, and that's for growth and manifestation. So if you want to always be reminded of growth, have some plants in your house. Grow some plants. Grow something. Have some green. Like, green is money, is growth, is manifest, is wealth. Like, green is that. So use the greenery. Moving on. I got animal cruelty free. Save the Animals 2019. And a little elephant. I love elephants. Love them. And then I have recall past glories, because we should always be reminded of our little successes, because sometimes shit is not always going right and we think like this is not going to work or this hasn't worked before. And especially for me when it comes to exercise, which is what's going on right here. I got some abs and stuff and some squats and just some key points on how to do a squat. And then yoga, I want to get into yoga. Wellness, consistency is key, especially with exercise. But back to recall past glories. When I am on my exercise journey, or I'm trying to be fit, trying to lose weight, it's like this is not happening. Like, I'm doing all this and nothing is coming from it. But it's like, if I look back and I remember, like, when I was doing this, I did feel better. When I exercised, I did have more energy. I did look better. I fit my clothes better. I was more confident. So yes, this does work. I just need to keep going. And that's why I'm back where I'm at now, because I stopped and I need to not stop, So yeah, I guess I just went through everything right here. Along with the yoga, I got balance your chakras. Just balance period is something that everyone should want in their life. I'm a Libra, and balance is something that I strive for all the time, just naturally. But the balance of your spirituality and your chakras and your energy points is definitely important, and that's something that I don't really have control over at this time, and I would like to. Next we got travel, and I just have I don't know where this is, honestly. It just is somewhere I've never been. And then I have a cruise ship here, and it says cruise. So this is just like travel. I love traveling, and the thought of being able to see new places and be in a new environment and learn new culture and new things. Like, my trip to Africa was fucking amazing, and I didn't realize just how amazing it was until it was over. And it really made me a different person, and it gave me a lot of perspective and insight. So I could only imagine that the more places I travel, the more perspective and insight I will have. So I want to travel. I got some tea here and honey. I don't know. It's just, it's cute. It's cute. It's tea, honey, and lemon. You need tea to, what does it, boost your metabolism? I think green tea does. Yeah, you need tea. So we just threw her on here. Then I guess we'll just go up. Next, I have sweet love and commitment. And then this is with a significant other. That's pretty self-explanatory. I would just like my love life to be very fulfilled this year. That's something that I've struggled with for as long as I had a love life, I guess. My relationship status and the way I've gone about relationships and my relationship results has never played out the way I wanted it to, honestly, but I feel like all of that happened to show me something. Obviously, like, now I know why I went through everything I went through, and I pretty much know my direction of where I'm going and who I'm going, but it just needs to manifest into the physical, and it needs to be what I want it to be. And I'm not looking for perfection at all. Nobody's perfect. I'm just looking for someone who's willing to be as close as possible to that with me. So yeah. Next, we got wing it in the kitchen, eat well, be well. I got some yogurts right here with some fruits in it. This is just healthy eating, reminder. Keep it cute. You are what you eat. Speaking of which, I should probably write that on here. Yeah, I will. I definitely will. And then I have wing it in the kitchen because sometimes I don't cook because it's like I don't have a recipe. I don't really know what I'm doing. Or like I don't know what ingredients to use. But it's like sometimes you just gotta wing that shit. Just wing it. And I mean, you got taste buds, or I got taste buds. So I can tell whether the shit is good or not. So sometimes I just gotta wing it. Just wing it in this motherfucking kitchen, So that's what I'm finna do 2019. And yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. I don't think I've ever made anything that was just completely gross to the point where no one ate it. I don't think that's happened. No. Next, we got some more beauty because we should just be beautiful all the time and embrace all this goddamn beauty we got. Next, I got do regular reality checks. We all need those. Sometimes you gotta check your ass back into reality, into this earthly experience that you got going on, and stop living in your head. That happens sometimes. So, yo, I need reality checks. So, got that on here. And then I got a YouTube play button because, as we know, I'm on YouTube and I really would like my following, my influence, my opportunities on YouTube to flourish this year. I definitely plan on monetizing, and I'm doing everything I need to do to maintain my YouTube and hopefully do that full time. I want to learn everything. Learn everything. Learn everything. Learn everything. I cannot stress that enough. Like, there is nothing that isn't worth learning. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, it irritates me for people who choose to be ignorant. Like, why do you choose to not know about something? Why do you choose to not accept information? Like, what are you trying to do then? Like, I don't understand. What? So, yeah, I want to learn everything. So it's a reminder to me to learn everything. Ready, says ready, set, goals. I just thought it was cute. And the fact that it came like this already in the magazine, I didn't have to really do too many stuffs to it. That was just real cute. And, ready, set, goals. Get that shit done. Accomplish that shit. And then dream. Never stop dreaming. That kind of goes in hand with there is no end, never settle. I mean, that's just self-explanatory. Like, dream always. Always, always, always. When you dream, you in your yin state, you in your fluid realm, and that's where you create. That is where you manifest into the physical. Always stay there. I always stay there. Sometimes I'm there when I don't need to be there, but I'm always in that state of mind, in that realm of reality of trying to bring something into the physical. Like, never stop dreaming, ever. And then, did I miss anything on here? Your best year, 2019. This is your best year, your best year. And in this, I want to specify that every year can be your best year. Like, you don't have to have a year that isn't your best year, because best only compares to the past. So you can't be best of something that hasn't happened yet, right? So every year can be your best year because you've experienced something new, and that can be the best that you've experienced thus far. So you definitely have the ability to make this year your best year, and every year following can be your best year. So 2019, we starting off with the best year, and it's 11/11. That completes my vision board here. And I hope that this inspired some people to create a vision board, or at least have some thoughts flowing about something that drives or motivates you or influences you this year. Please feel free to steal any ideas that you see on this board. Copy the whole thing if that helps you. And actually, when I say that, I just remind myself, like, I used to be really conservative of my knowledge and what I do. I wanted it to myself. I didn't want to help nobody else because I wanted to be the one that did stuff, and I wanted to be the only one, and I always want to be the unique one. I want to be this, want to be that, want to be that. But it's like, the more I come into my spirituality, my purpose, there is no I. Everything that I am, that I do, that I create is for the world. Like everything that means something, you know? So I'm making this, or I made this not only for myself, but to influence you all to do the same thing with the things that you like to do and the things that you would like to remind yourself this year. And I no longer want to keep things to myself. And you should also go into the new year with that perspective, because you never know what you have to offer someone else and what they have to offer you. Because we all know universal law, what you give out comes back to you. And I feel like I give so much, so this shit has to come back to me. That's not the reason I do it, but it's just what happens. And I'm always trying to inspire. I'm always trying to give out positivity. I'm always trying to preach. Like sometimes people don't always want to hear it, but the only reason you don't want to hear it is because you don't want to come to terms with what I'm talking about. And it's just like, I don't know how else to be. Like I am just this flutter bucket of positivity, love, and encouragement in any way, shape, or form. And I've always been this way. I just didn't understand myself or what I understood previously, but I've always been the type to want to encourage or, give out love, show that I'm caring, that type of person. So I'm definitely open to anybody stealing this idea. Make your own vision board, put up the things that you love. Remind yourself what you want to accomplish this year or what you are going to put in the work for this year so that it can manifest in the years after. Because maybe not everything on this board will come true this year, but at least I'm putting in the work for it and I'm reminding myself of the end picture or what I want, and you never want to doubt what could happen. So yeah, I would encourage everyone to make a vision board and, just remind yourself of the things that you love and the things that you want to bring into the physical world, because the more you look at it, the more you think about it, the more you see it, the more it will the more you see it, the more you think about it, the more you look at it, that's see it. You know what? Y'all get what the fuck I'm trying to say, bruh. Nah, bro, for real. The more in your face it is, the more you will want to make it true. There we go. The more you want to make it true. So that's what's about to happen. And yeah, so we got this vision board here. And my challenge to everyone is to make a vision board. And then when it comes to December 31st, 2019, we're going to bring this shit back out. And then look at everything that we accomplished on this board this year. And if we didn't accomplish something on the board, what step closer did we get this year to accomplishing that? So we're going to come back to this on December 31st and see what things is looking like. And I know my future is bright, so what about yours? And that's my last statement for y'all. So with that being said, I love you all so very much. I hope that this video was very helpful to you. I know that it was very long, but I'm a very long and drawn out and slow moving person, so it just happens like that. But I appreciate you if you are still watching and you made it all the way to the end. Go you! I'm sure you learned some valuable things, information, knowledge, encouragement, something you gained from this video, I'm pretty sure. So, with that being said, I'm sure you want to continue to, what am I even talking about? I'm sure you want to continue to learn. So go ahead, hit that subscribe face right there, and then go ahead and watch them 2 videos right there. And then, gain some more knowledge that I didn't already put out there, and then stay tuned for what I got for you next.